Hello once again from Cards Camp. Rich Gray alongside Bob Kemp and Ed Cole for NBCSports1060.com. Week number 2 is wrapped up today, and it was an off day for one Carson Palmer. A scheduled off day, though, so nothing too serious.
Right, and good timing on this. This would be the second scheduled off day of camp. And if you think about this, he's going to basically get one series in 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday one series, Sunday nothing. So then Monday, so I think that's a great idea, and give the old man a little rest there for a while. And it's not like he needs to shore up anything to this point. He's been spectacular, is the word I've been using throughout camp, with the exception of about 20 minutes on Monday.
Plus, I mean, this is probably the longest break he's going to have until the bye week, I would imagine.
Absolutely good. That's a very good point. I would think that's true. They're going to keep doing this 1 day a week thing, though, through camp. And I don't doubt if they'll do it during the season, but you get more time off then anyway.
Yeah, unless they have Victory Monday, which doesn't come until later.
Right, there's not as many reps during the season practices as there are out here, and the whole deal. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Ed, you have the injury report from today's practice?
Yes, I do. I have so many checks. You might as well leave. So all these gentlemen are out for Saturday's game. Chris Clemens is out. Robert Crisp is out. Michael Floyd is out. Hamstring. Jonte Green is out. Marion Grice is out. David Johnson is out. Shaq Riddick is out. Darryl Sharpton is out. Zach Wagenman is out. Sean Weatherspoon is out. And Darren Woodard is out.
Bob, you can come back now.
You can come back now.
There we go. The long report is over. Nothing too surprising really from that list, though. I mean, it's pretty much a lot of the guys we anticipated who aren't going to play on Saturday.
That's correct. And then we found out today there's allegedly a punting competition, which I don't know if anybody's buying this, unless Zastudil is just not 100% or anything close to it, because Drew Butler did nothing to show that he's an NFL punter here last year. He got punts blocked because he was too slow getting rid of the ball. He had punts blocked because they didn't block very well for him a couple times. Mm-hmm. And then he was as bad as Ryan Lindley was in the loss in the playoffs to Carolina.
Yeah.
He killed them in the first half of that game with just horrendous punting. So Arian said 50-50 for the punter thing. And the only way I can imagine that that's accurate is if Zastudil's hurt. But I'm sorry, there's got to be somebody better on the street that is better than Butler.
Yeah, I mean, he said he's just looking to find the best kicker, the best punter, obviously, between Zastudil and Butler. But like you said, I mean, Butler's track record is not good at all.
Okay, he might if he's the best punter here, great. But there's as Jerry Jones to paraphrase, there are 500 guys we can get to replace him. When he fired Jimmy Johnson, that's what he said.
So hopefully it's not too much of a competition at the punter's position. Looking ahead, we won't have a report tomorrow. Obviously, the Cardinals are off tomorrow. We won't be at the Nest tomorrow either.
Happy hour at this time tomorrow.
We'll be back in our lovely downtown Guadalupe studios for our shows tomorrow as well. After Bob will be at that.
So you'll be at happy hour. I'll be writing, and what will you be doing? Getting ready for trivia.
Yeah, probably. Getting ready for trivia, doing other important stuff like that.
Yeah, our part's not working real well over here.
Apparently not. So
it's a tough business.
Helps to be old.
Looking ahead to Saturday.
Responsibilities.
Looking ahead to Saturday, what are you kind of envisioning the Cardinals' game plan might be for Saturday's game?
Well, I don't know anything about a game plan, but there's certain guys I want to pay attention to, and I think really the front seven on defense. I'm not even talking about the first units unless something just disastrous occurs. They're going to do one series apiece and whatever. But the front seven, second team guys on defense, I think there's some jobs being there's a battle for some jobs in that group, and especially if Weatherspoon doesn't come back, or that would be a disaster in itself. But there are a few guys that have certainly distinguished themselves here, at least in camp. So I think that the second and third quarters I'll pay attention to by the time the fourth quarter hits, and guys that will be on not here in 2 weeks, they'll be on the field in the fourth quarter, and I'll be completely not paying attention by that point.
Unless Curran Williams drops another pass in the fourth quarter?
I've seen it before. I mean, it's not like I have to see it again.
Very good point. Touche.
Yeah.
Actually, you have to drop multiple passes to be seen before.
Yeah, I want to see these young linebackers like Fua and Edwin Jackson. We talked to him today. We'll have some sound for your show tomorrow. Just these young linebackers, like you said, Glenn Carson, Kenny Demons got a lot of first-team reps today. So like you said, with Weatherspoon out, it's time for these young guys to step up and see what they can do until he gets back.
I think you're picking some of the guys, though, I'm not paying attention to. I mean, Demons.
You didn't see Demons?
He's a first-team guy.
Yeah.
There, but the other two, I don't even remember.
Alani Fua, Edwin Jackson.
Yeah,
I look at the younger puppies.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you can be their agent, Ed. Yeah, they need work here in a couple of weeks. But the guys that are on the field in the second and third quarter, so I'll pay attention to that.
We will have a live special broadcast at the Nest on Saturday from 1 to 4. Bob, myself, and Ed, we will be there as well. The Bird Gang fan club going to be there as well. They'll be giving away some tickets to the game to see the Chiefs as well. So like we said, we're not going to be paying attention much in the second half beyond no, I'm not. I agree. I'm not going to be paying attention much in the second half.
But I do.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Ed's a professional.
I do want to see Eric Berry. He's supposed to make his return.
True. That's
a great story.
Yeah, we talked about that today. In fact, Arians mentioned today that he's going to make sure he seeks him out and says congratulations or whatever before the game.
Yeah, we talked to Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu about it. They're so excited that Eric Berry's back.
Yeah, that is cool. That's a great story.
That is a very good story. But again, we're going to be at the Nest tomorrow from 1 to 4, so come out and join us for the pregame. Might have a chance to win some tickets.
I have one more quick thing about today.
Okay.
Well, you can finish and I'll do.
No,
Okay.
Get in camera. There you go. You're off camera.
Okay, I got to work on that, huh? I'm too damn big. Or fat. That'd be more accurate. Brown ahead of Golden again today with when they were going 3 wide receiver sets. And the last couple of days, it looks like, at least here, Golden has kind of fallen behind. And it sure looked like the previous few days, Brown was ahead of Golden. So that's another thing I think to look for on Saturday. Because keep in mind, keeping 6 receivers is difficult, and you're counting Floyd coming back.
It is.
And Brown definitely has a special teams edge, but not the overwhelming special teams edge because Golden does some things on special teams too. So, I mean, if that's even close to 50-50, it's got to be Brown. But if he's running ahead of Golden during the preseason games as a receiver, I think that's going to tell us they're going to keep 5.
Yeah, Jerron's looked really good over the last couple of days. He's really kind of distancing himself.
He catches the ball when he's got some separation, but he's awful on these 50-50 plays. I mean, Palmer talked about that today, not specifically regarding Jerron Brown, but there were 2 plays yesterday that I'm certain those are the plays that Palmer was talking about today to see if guys can make plays. And there was a 50-50 ball with Peterson twice, and Brown had no chance. And Peterson made one really good play. The other one, he really didn't do much. And that's the thing that he's got to do. I mean, he can make the spectacular play. When there's nobody around him, he catches the ball. When he's got, when he doesn't have that separation, that's the kind of play he has to make. And I'm 100% sure that when Palmer talked about that, he talked about that yesterday. We played it today. Those are the plays he was talking about from the other day. Positive, he was talking about it.
So those are some things to keep an eye on in Saturday's game. Of course, the Cardinals' first preseason game against the Chiefs this Saturday. We'll have a preseason game on our station on Friday night as well, the Rams and the Raiders. So football is definitely back. We'll be at the Nest. At happy hour, yeah.
Watching that game.
Are we watching it?
It depends on whether they have it on or not. I'm not going to go ahead and say, hey, put that Raiders game on TV.
Well, I mean, they got the Packers and the Patriots right behind us here.
Aaron Rodgers still
in there.
Wow.
I have no idea. It's
over the fourth quarter. They still got him in there.
All right, whatever. All right.
Man, I got Jordy Nelson in keeper league. I want Rodgers out of the game.
And he just got sacked.
And he just got sacked while we were looking over.
Flowers got him. Oh no.
Anyway, we will be at the Nest tomorrow.
This must be a Patriots telecast because they're just showing the Patriots guys.
Rich, wrap this up.
Yes, I will wrap this up. We're at the Nest tomorrow from 1 to 4. The Bird Gang fan club will be there. Yes, video blogging. We'll have some tickets to give away to the Cardinals-Chiefs game as well. We'll be on the air from 1 to 4.
Rodgers is up for your Packers fans.
There you go. So we'll hope to see you out there and join us after the game as well for some post-game festivities at the Nest Sports Bar and Grill. We'll have a report after the game as well. So until then, for Bob Kemp and Ed Cole, I'm Rich Gray. This is NBCSports1060.com.